Okay, welcome. We're looking at some examples of triangle congruence. I guess that's a word right there. Triangle congruence. You just came up with a word there. And which is your SSS, SAS, your angle side, your angle side angle. Remember we talked about your HL. Remember we talked about side angle not being a rule. And you know, this is an included side or included angle, meaning that this included angle is in between the two sides, or this included side is in between these two angles. So this first question here, they're getting you to look just each question one at a time to see if you could find a match. So what I look at here is I have an angle side, but my hypotenuse here, which has two slashes, does not have two slashes here at the hypotenuse for the triangle that they're giving me. So this would not be an appropriate answer because I don't have a match with my two slashes here. Let's look at answer choice here. I have an angle side, so that's appropriate. That's okay. I have the angle. I have the right angle, but I do not have a match with the leg because here is a double slash and here they're saying it's a single slash. So what we're practicing here is looking for slashes and arcs and for our triangles to match appropriately. I'm going to skip to answer choice D, in which we have another angle side, and you can see here we have a double slash on the hypotenuse, and here we don't, so we're going to say that's incorrect. But we do have a match with answer choice C here, where I have the arc and the arc. Again, this is angle side angle because this is the included side. And we have our angle side angle because I do have the two arcs, or two slashes, and I have the right angle. So this would be my match. And that's what you're doing there. Yes, angle side is a rule. That's okay. Angle side, here's a rule. That's okay. Here's a rule. That's okay. But it is not a match to this triangle. You will see some of this in your answer choices too, where they have angle, side. Actually, this could be considered HL, so let's not look at that. Maybe they give you an angle here and a side and a side, and this is angle side, and again, that's not a rule. So be a lookout for that in some of your answer choices. Here we're looking at what's being given. So we talked about that. We're being given two congruent angles, A with a vertex of B. So ABD and CBD, we're going to make some slashes and some notation so we can keep track of what's being given. This is being given, and this is being given. ADB, I'm going to double arc this, and ADB, and that's going to help me out there. Now, yes, I saw some of you guys and gals, were kind of saying, well, A and C, this angle here and this angle here, they're the same, but yes, it looks the same, but it's not given. So you can't assume that those are congruent. You can only use what's given. And the other piece that's given here is this side that is shared between the two triangles, and we call that the hidden side there. And so if this is a side of both triangles, then by definition it has to be congruent to both triangles. So we'll put an arc there, and then this is my angle side angle, which I could use here. And another thing you want to look at, because what may happen, let's just put an answer choice E here, in which they say angle side angle again. But notice my A and my C are a match, and the fact that here they're both my first letter. Same thing with letter D and B. If you see two angle side angles and you have two answer choices to decide between, but one is, let's say, ADB, congruent to triangle DBC, recognize that, like, answer A or your A angle and your D angle, those are not corresponding parts. Not corresponding. So this would be an incorrect answer because my A and D are not corresponding parts. So if you had to choose between the two, choose the one with corresponding parts. Let's move on. Again, this is another match where you're trying to find a correct rule here. I can eliminate this answer choice, and that's what I do right away because this is an angle side side. See ya. And this is an angle side side. See ya. So both of these triangles, I know that's not a rule I can actually use. And then I see the triple arc in A, which is a match. I see the single arc or single slash, and then the single arc. This would be my match here. The difference in answer choice C is that we have a single slash here, but here we do not. So this would also be an incorrect answer. A quick way of solving this is kind of eliminating your angle side sides or your side side angles. Again, we're using what's being given. What's being given to us here is the GJ and the JI. So how do I notate that? Well, to organize and to make note, I'm going to put a slash next to each. And again, we have that hidden side here, which we could say is congruent to both triangles here and here. And I have a side angle side and a side angle side. Yes, even though that this is a right angle box and it's not so much like an arc like you're used to seeing, this is considered congruent angles here. So we know we have a side angle side. This is the rule here, and we can continue on. Be careful here because there's three triangles here, but they're talking about DGE and which is this triangle here, DGE, and they're asking about FGE, which is this triangle here. So we're looking at these two triangles, and we're always looking at what's being given. This is pretty apparent that they're giving us DG, FG. Okay, so they're giving us these two arcs here. The other thing that they're giving us, but it's a little hidden, is the fact that they're saying DEF is equilateral. This outside angle here is equilateral. And what that means is I can put a single slash on all these outside parts of this triangle here. And then again, I have that hidden side here where I can make another triple, let's say slash, and I have an SSS congruence. Now here's an example where they're giving you two of the correct congruence postulates. But I have to make sure I match up. D and F are a match. So I have D here and F here, where in answer choice B, I have D and G. So I know that to be incorrect. So I'm going to look at A as a correct answer. Again, I'm looking at what's given. I'm making my marks. I'm finding my rule. And then I'm making sure I have a match with my congruence statement. I like this one. This is a very hidden one. The given right away, okay, we see the BC, the FE, that's an easy one. But what's being hidden is the fact that they're saying BC, basically this line here, is parallel to EF. Now what that tells us is that we have congruent angles because we have lines that are intersecting parallel lines. We have transversals. So what that tells me is that angle E and angle C are the same. It tells me, and that's because we'll just put in that color, those are alternate interior angles. Same thing with F. With F and B here. Those are also alternate interior, and I know those to be congruent. And then now I have my rule, angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. This is probably the most hidden given piece here, which you actually have to add some lines. That's a good tactic for SAT, is adding a line to diagram. Sometimes you have to do that to expand the diagram they're giving you. And here we see that they have actually 3 choices of angle, side, angle. And we see that the B and the F were the congruent pieces. Those are the corresponding parts. So here I have BE, here I have BF was a match, and here I have BD, which is not. So these 2 are not a match, but I do see I have B and F as a first letter in our core congruent statement. Therefore, answer choice C is going to be our best answer. Last one, and I pulled this up. We have the hidden side right away. I'm seeing that. They're giving us those slashes. I see the angle, side, angle right away. I could get to answer choice B. But what they're asking is list the other corresponding equal parts. So if I know these triangles are congruent, then all other parts, other meaning parts that were not given, are congruent. And basically I'm making up my own rules here. Or, you know, this is an if-then statement, conditional statement here. And basically what it's saying, okay, I have this angle, this side, this angle congruent, which means angle A and angle C also need to be congruent. And this side would also have to be congruent to this side. And same thing with AB and BC. So basically, we're saying once we prove that this triangle is congruent by ASA, angle, side, angle, then we could go ahead and state that the other parts are also congruent. Hope this helps you with your practice. So let's go ahead and get to it.